Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we went to go explore these runes, because this is where the primordial seawater seems to be most active, where it's coming from, and there's some, like, the earthquake originated from, all sorts of wrong stuff going here. And so the Knave sent us here to try to investigate it, because that's what the two were going to investigate, and we came here with Navia, and while investigating it, some of the runes fell apart, and Navia fell into the primordial seawater. But just before she was going to get dissolved, Neuvillette was able to save her, because he was in the area and everything. And we saw from Navia's point of view, it didn't feel like a couple of seconds that she was almost dissolving, but quite a long time. And she was actually saved by both Malus and Silver, who had been turned into Oceanids. That basically the people who get dissolved are turned into Oceanids. And they actually protected her, because Neuvillette was telling her that, yeah, there was two Oceanids protecting her in her dream thing that she saw in her dream state vision. It was Malus and Silver who kept, like, whenever she would blink every so often, they would turn from an Oceanid into their human forms and everything. And so they protected her, which was really sweet. But yeah, so that kind of shook her up a bit. But we were able to continue onward, and we're just going to keep moving forward, exploring the runes, with Neuvillette now joining us too, which will be great because we really need the help. So yeah, remember to like the video if you like it, and subscribe if you need some more. Without further ado, let's get right back to it. So was I right? Is there going to be a cutscene in here? Or is it going to be another fight? Nope, just another fight. Dang it. I hate whenever I'm wrong on stuff like that. Ooh, there is stuff falling from the ceiling now. Nice.
Upon the gate.
Nice. Okay, keep moving forward. Or upward, I guess I should say.
Wind rises.
Yeah, but it's getting more dangerous. Ooh, is there anything over here? Nah, it doesn't look like there's anything on that side path there. Whoa, okay, that's a lot of guys. A lot of really big bad. Do that. Activate that. Hello, I'm hitting, thank you. I was like, I'm hitting switch and it ain't switching. I could have went really bad.
You're dead.
Come on, there we go.
Quietly now.
Out of my way!
Okay, that guy's like, oh, come on, you're like dead. Just go away.
Busted.
Oh, he died from that one eyeball shot. Okay. Do that and get him healing up. I thought that was going to be more of a cutscene. It was just an elevator. Elevator going up. There we go. Looks like nothing of interest up here, so we'll just be taking this. Whee! These are some huge runes. And that's all primordial seawater down there. Which is just crazy. How far underneath Fontaine are we? How are we going to fix this issue? I mean, if there's this much primordial seawater, I mean, is it just going to, like, I see now why that prophecy is most likely going to come true, so definitely need to figure out what to do about that.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
There seems to be something on the wall.
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
Yes, they do seem to match.
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
I get what you mean, Paimon. The issue is the order of the third and fourth images, right?
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
The second image is also quite concerning. What sin are the people in the images confessing to?
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Honestly, who created the slates doesn't matter now. The real question is whether things will truly play out as a prophecy foretells or not. Very, very interesting. Okay. As more questions get answered, more appear. Tends to be how it goes, doesn't it? It makes me wonder what the first one was and why they're in a reverse order. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's leave the domain and go see. Are we going to talk to Farina next, or do we need to meet back up with the Knave, or what's going on?
let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Just head back to the Fluvsandra and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fluvsandra is always open to you as ever, so please don't think you're an imposition. All right, I'll be on my way then.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too! Navi, no, the boss is the best.
You did great as well, Paimon.
Ooh, desserts! Nice! These are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Huh?
It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
Mona?
Did the stars not tell you that we might meet here?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstatter surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
And may I ask what your master's name is?
Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so petty.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Talk about excessive.
Megistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
How about Triple Strength Traveler? Or Triple Appetite Paimon?
Terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Did you come to Fontaine because of the prophecy, Mona?
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Tevat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
I need to ascertain the accuracy of the prophecy. Could you help me get in touch with your master?
Huh? Are you sure? All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Thanks, Mona. You're amazing as always.
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best!
Indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Well, we were making a ruckus. Try to keep it down next time, Paimon.
If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. The things Paimon does for you.
Alright. Thanks, Paimon.
That's more like it. Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
So that was kind of surprising to run into Mona, but hopefully Neuvillette was able to get some information out of Farina. There we go.
Quit following me.
Open the doors. Okay. Ooh, it's kind of empty in here now. Then again, the disaster is kind of over, before it had just occurred.
You're here, finally. Is something
Monsieur Neurvalette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute. Please go see for yourself.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean... they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that type.
You...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it. There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me, your Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Oh, the opera's about to start. Toodles!
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling. Huh. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or not.
She seems deeply troubled. She seems to be deliberately hiding something.
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Oh, you noticed. Seems Farina didn't even realize we were here.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage?
I'm afraid questions alone might not suffice. We need to make her understand how dire the situation actually is.
Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to. We may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
Oh? Like what?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets?
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can. If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this.
In that case, we will need help.
But who will lend us their aid to do such a thing?
Oh, I think I know who to call.
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's what families should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me? No, I don't think I can.
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend here, the Traveler, has brought us together to discuss something. As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand, and used on the spot. So, let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count?
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society, taking up arms in other lines of work. They even left a unique methodology of hunting in their wake. A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary to deal with the prey. So, if we were to build a trap together, right now, what would you choose to build it with?
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach. That's the kind of method I would count on.
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels, mice, and such. When placed in the forest, they can attract others of their kind. I remember that you liked those too, didn't you?
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
That makes sense. You usually solve problems directly, without the use of any such tricks. But I do have one more question for you, monsieur. If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it?
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal.
Kind, as always. However, our intention doesn't necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why's that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is often exceedingly thin.
So are we going hunting together?
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but maybe it's still not the best metaphor.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate. But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god, a being whose seat is an exalted throne.
That's right.
Oh, so that's what's going on. Sounds very interesting.
Cloran's hunting metaphor was just that, a metaphor. You will not call this a hunt, because that is not what you should do at present, nor has a relationship between you and Farina reached such a dire stage. What you need is simply the secret she is keeping. Attempting to take her secrets is an act of sacrilegious disrespect, but must be done to prevent Fontaine from sinking to the waters as foretold in the prophecy. There is neither hunter nor prey, but there must be a trap. That is what you will need. Okay. Well, we're all together on this one. Let's go ahead and claim our achievements. Nice. Multiple achievements. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, guys, on that note, we're going to end this episode here, and in the next one, we're going to go to the Spina di Rosula base, and I think are we planning, like, the next part of the trap, or are we going to spring the trap? I'm interested to see what's going on, but I love the fact that we're all working together on this, as this is getting really interesting. And I'm curious what secret she's hiding, and why she's hiding them so tightly. Do we have enough for a wish? No. Okay, we need to go to Catherine real quick. Catherine. because I got to turn in my dailies to get my extra 20 Primogems, and that's going to leave us, like, what, like, a couple short? Going to be so close, aren't we? Let's see.
Thank you
Claim
for
dailies.
Add Astra.
Go ahead and send these guys back out. Whoa, what is... That was weird. It just jumped on me all of a sudden. There, did it again. What the heck? I wonder if I'm getting lag spikes. There, it didn't do it. That's just weird. Okay, there we go. Everyone's all good. Go ahead and claim this stuff. Awesome. Not doing so hot on that, but oh well. How we doing now? Yeah, we are like 11 Primogems short. I can go to the statue real quick, because we did pick up like 1 or 2 Hydroculus, but I don't think we're close enough to level up on our statue. Let's see how we doing. And we're kind of close. We're only 5 away. Let's see. If I was to... Okay, he's walking on his own. I wonder if something's wrong with my controller. Great. Let's see. If we're really close, I'll go and open, like, some waypoints or something to get enough to do a wish. But, wow, we got those, like, back-to-back. I thought so. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60... 61 wishes. Okay, we are actually pretty close. So, okay. The episode's going to go a little long, but if we go and grab a handful of waypoints, each waypoint is worth, like, isn't it like 5 Primogems each, I think? So if I could just go and... Okay, there's one I got all spun around. We can kind of sneak through the walls over here. Kind of go around this way. There should be one right on the land over here. I could just go grab these. This will be our last wish because the Farina banner ends today. Actually, very soon, doesn't it? Yeah, ooh, within the hour. I didn't realize I cut it that close. Oh, dear. Let's quickly try to do this. Okay, it's way up there. This would be good to have anyways, because this is kind of an area we'll probably need to come back to quite often. Okay, we could probably take this up, right? Whee! Sweet, much appreciated. So there, that was worth, yep, 5. So we only need 6 more Primogems. There's a chest over there that'll give us Primogems, so we'll go get that. Then we just need one more. Oh, it's a puzzle chest. Dang it. I don't think we should waste our time on that, unless it's an easy kind of puzzle chest. Nah, it's not looking easy. Okay, where's another quick and easy waypoint? A bunch of underwater ones. Those are generally pretty easy. So here, we'll teleport back here, and we'll get the one that's right here in the water. Again, we haven't done much underwater exploration, but definitely got to go do this at some point. Get all the waypoints, get all the, start getting some chests opened up, because look, there's more chests over there. So much stuff we got to unlock. Okay, where is this waypoint? Okay, where is this waypoint? Of course, I had to pick the one that's not, like, directly here. It's, like, way down there. Oh, there's a Hydroculus. Okay, let's see if I can quickly grab some of these. Man, it says it's even further down. How down low is this thing? Okay, here, we're not going to go for that one. We're going to try to go for a different one. Okay. Where's another one that's close by? This one's pretty close. Ugh, the underwater exploration is so fun. Okay. Like I said, this episode's going to go slightly long just because I want to make our last wish. I really hope we could get Farina, but I mean, the chances of it happening are pretty low. Because it's going to be our 62nd wish, and we just got a purple. So, again, chances are very, very slim, but we could possibly get lucky, which would be nice. Because I wouldn't mind having Farina, especially because she can walk on water, which is really useful and fun, and she's a pretty good character for, like, kind of a good well-rounder. But also, you don't necessarily have to have her. And the next characters that are up, I wouldn't mind pulling for anyways, because next banner is going to be a rerun of Ayato and Sino. And I have both on my personal account, and they're both amazing characters, but I'm probably going to pull for Sino, because I feel like it'd be pretty cool to have another main DPS Electro character, because I feel like we're kind of doing fine on Hydro characters. I think I'll have to do a little more thinking about it, because we got Yaelin, who's like one of my all-time favorite Hydro characters. You know, she's holding the team together. That's like our only Hydro character, isn't it, though? I mean, I think we got it. Didn't we get a Mona? I think we got a Mona. Yeah, we have a Mona, but she's more of a support. This should put us at enough. Okay, I'll go ahead and get this viewpoint thing here. There we go. Let's head back up to the statue. And here we go, guys. Here is our last wish on the Farina banner and the last wish of the episode. So here we go, guys, and go. Nope, nothing. Well, technically that gives us enough star glitter, so we'll buy our last wish. This will technically be our last wish. I lied. There we go. Here we go, guys. Last wish on the Farina banner. Come on, Farina. Nope. Oh well, it is what it is, and better luck next time. I'm sure she's going to get lots of reruns anyways, but anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!